G'day everyone. This episode we're going to talk to you about AIS, the acronym for Automatic Identification Systems. We have an AIS transponder or transceiver on board Annecam. Our MMSI, which is the Maritime Mobile Service Identity, being 503-752-500, is a series of 9 digits. The first 3, the 503, is the country of registration, and ours just happens to be an Australian flagged or Australian registered vessel. The remaining 6 digits are a unique identifier which identifies Annecam, what sort of vessel it is, and all the rest of the information I'll go into shortly. You might ask how our AIS transceiver works. Well, it constantly sends a data package, a signal, over our VHF radio mast, our VHF antenna at the top of the mast, I should say. It is very similar to an SMS sent via your mobile phone. It gives our position, our speed over the ground, and who we are. Our transceiver can handle over 2,000 reports per minute from other vessels. Just to give you an example, we had over 3,600 AIS targets as we approached the Panama Canal from the Caribbean Sea as we were coming into Cologne. That area, inside and outside the breakwater, there were ships and vessels everywhere, all with AIS transponders on board. We could see them and they could see us. It was amazing just to see them stack up on the vessel list, which are considered targets when it comes to AIS. What really interested me more than anything else was the ones that were moving, which way they were going and whether they were going to encroach on our line, on our track we're about to lay down as we entered through the breakwater in towards Shelter Bay Marina. Now there are several different ways we can view the AIS and how it works and what we can see. The first way I'm going to show you is on our AIS software we have installed on our navigation laptop at the chart table at the nav station here on board Annecam. You can see, if you look very closely, you can see the little grey circle. That is our position here in the Burnett River. There is a vessel just above us that shows up as an AIS target, even though we're not moving and they're not moving. And there's another one down below us here. This chart needs a couple of little corrections put into it. And I'll show you our main way we view our AIS targets as we sail. This is the second way we view our AIS. Over top, or an overlay over top of our charts we carry on board our navigation laptop. Our charts from OpenCPN. We have worldwide charts. We find them extremely accurate for our navigation, where we've been and where we intend to go. Annecam is the red vessel there in the centre. There is a tide station that shows up just above, shows that the tide is about halfway down and dropping, and behind us is one of the vessels we had a view of on the AIS software. Now this tells me that it is an Australian flagged vessel. I'll put the cursor over the yellow vessel. It'll give its MMSI as 503. Remember, the 503 just happens to be from the flag of registration, and the last 6 digits, this case being 113610 AU, which means it is an Australian flagged vessel. If I click on him and do a right mouse click, do a target query, it is Seagull is the name of the vessel. It's flagged Australian. Not sure how large the vessel is, they haven't fed that information in. Speed is 0.1 knots, means it's just swinging away on its anchor. And its range is 0.58 nautical miles. It has a bearing of 178 degrees 168 magnetic from where we are right now. It last reported 22, 23, 24 seconds ago. It's going up all the time, and I'm not sure what he's got his transponder set at. Some people set them at 30 seconds. We have ours set at every minute because we don't move that fast. Oh, the last bit of the data package has popped in. He's 8 metres long and 2 metres wide. I'd say it's a very small yacht, Class B transponder, and that's all the information we can get off it. The next vessel will be, target query is the Cape Mac. Happens to be one of the tugboats. 503, Australian registered, 558,000, flag of Australia, 30 metres long, 10 metres wide. Gives its position at 24 degrees 46.4364 minutes south, 152 degrees 22.9816 degrees east. Speed, he's going 0 because he's actually tied up on their dock over in the port. Course from us is 292 degrees 1281 magnetic from where we are. Range 0.22 nautical miles. He's just up ahead of Annecam, and from us his bearing is 326 degrees magnetic, and he last reported 2.5 minutes ago. But anyway, that's the sort of information we get when we're sailing and a vessel comes in with AIS range, and that can vary on any given day. In the Mediterranean, we're picking up vessels almost 100 miles away from us, but around here it's usually about VHF range, which is about 25 to 30 nautical miles. We get a good clear signal from them. We can tell who they are, which way they're going, and that is a great collision avoidance system on board. That when they come in too close, or the computer detects that they're going to be passing within 1 nautical mile, an alarm goes off and we can take evasive action, or we can contact them on VHF radio using their MMSI. We can give them a DSC call to notify them of our intentions. We're under sail, we have limited manoeuvrability, and we meet on the middle ground. We both take evasive action to avoid a collision at sea. Just check this out, quite interesting. Looking at marine traffic on their vessel tracking website, over here we have the one and only Annecam. Just down alongside Annecam is Pira, another Australian flagged yacht. Down this way, Kakadu, a New Zealand flagged vessel, and Seagull. We'll just have a little bit of a wider look now, and you'll see over here this blue dot, or blue vessel, is Bundy Rescue 2, the vessel that I quite often go out on. We'll just click on that, bring up a bit of information. Bundy Rescue 2 is our offshore rescue vessel, and this morning they were out doing some SAR training exercises. You can see by the pattern where they went out, and they had expanding squares and all sorts of runs to locate objects and practice the skills we need to find persons when they don't return to their home base. Okay, enough with the local scene. Let's have a much wider look at what is really floating around in our half of the planet. The further out we scroll, you can see the shipping lanes off the east coast of Australia, where coal and other products are being shipped up into Asia, but worldwide you can see the number of AIS marks. Absolutely incredible, the busy waterways. Off our west coast, heading also up into Asia, most likely iron ore carriers, and all of the commercial traffic that is floating around the world. The pink dots that you can see across through the Pacific are pleasure craft. The brown ones, brown vessels, are fishing boats, and there are squillions of them out there. Blue dots are passenger vessels. Pale blue are tugboats and other service vessels. and the green ones are commercial bulk carriers or container ships, and the red ones, as you can see up around the Middle East, up around the oil-rich parts of the world, are tankers. Usually product tankers carrying oil and fuels. There are others out there. Some of them are designated not to be seen, but they do have an AIS on board, but we don't know what they are. Called unspecified vessels. They're usually a grey one. But anyway, just gives you an idea of what's out there with you when you're sailing the high seas. You are never alone. For all of you lovely followers out there that have watched this video right through to this stage, do me a great big favour and hit the like and the subscribe. It is absolutely free, will cost you nothing to subscribe to our channel. So have a good one, and cheers from us sailing on Annecam. Straighten the camera up just a little bit. How do I do that? That's right, this one. Good, tighten him up. Balance, balance, balance. Just around a little bit. How's that grab you? How's that looking, everybody? Well, today's video, or this episode, we're going to talk about AIS, Automatic Identification Systems. We have an AIS transponder on board Annecam. And I'm looking down and reading this, aren't I? I've got to do this off the top of my left shoulder. So how are we going to do? Oh no, I'm going to do that. I'll be back. Ha ha ha. G'day everyone. This episode we're going to talk to you about, well, going to show you AIS, our automatic identification system. We have a transponder on board Annecam. Our MMSI, which is the try that again.